The morning rush was in full swing at Rosie's diner. The aroma of fresh coffee and sizzling bacon filled the air as customers crowded the booths. Among the waitstaff darting between tables was Emily, a young waitress with tired eyes but a warm smile. She had been working double shifts for weeks, determined to pay her younger brother's school fees. Emily never complained about her struggles. She believed in treating every customer with kindness, no matter how difficult the day had been. But that Tuesday morning, something unusual happened. A scruffy-looking man in worn jeans and an old jacket entered the diner. He looked tired, out of place, and even a little lost. Some customers turned their noses up at him, but Emily approached him with her usual warmth. "Good morning, sir," she said gently, handing him a menu. "Can I get you some coffee while you decide?" The man nodded slowly. "That would be nice. Thank you." Emily noticed he hesitated when looking at the menu. His hands trembled slightly as though he hadn't eaten properly in a while. Without making a fuss, Emily poured him coffee and quietly added a plate of pancakes, something he hadn't ordered but clearly needed. "You don't have to," he started. "Don't worry about it," Emily interrupted softly. "Breakfast is on me today." The man's eyes softened with gratitude. What Emily didn't know was that this customer wasn't who he appeared to be. He was Mr. Harrison, the new owner of Rosie's Diner. Recently, he had bought the place and decided to go undercover as a struggling man to see how his employees treated people. As Emily walked back to the counter, her manager, Mrs. Walker, stormed over. "Emily," she hissed, "did you just give that man food without charging him?" Emily froze. He looked hungry. "I couldn't just let him sit there. You're not paid to feed strays." Mrs. Walker snapped, her voice rising enough for customers to overhear. "You're paid to do your job, and you just cost this diner money." The diner went silent. Emily tried to explain, but Mrs. Walker wasn't interested. She grabbed the order pad out of Emily's hands and barked, "You're fired. Get your things and leave." Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as she took off her apron. The man she had helped looked stricken, but Emily forced a weak smile at him before quietly walking out the door. The next day, the following morning, Rosie's diner buzzed with whispers. Customers gathered, unsure what was happening. A sleek black car pulled up outside, and to everyone's surprise, the scruffy man from yesterday stepped out, this time wearing a sharp suit. He walked inside with confidence, and Mrs. Walker rushed forward, ready to throw him out again. "Sir, we don't need." "Actually," the man interrupted in a firm voice, "I'm not here to eat. I'm here to introduce myself properly. My name is Charles Harrison. I'm the new owner of this diner." Gasps filled the room. Employees exchanged shocked glances, while Mrs. Walker's face drained of color. "Mr. Harrison continued, yesterday, I came here undercover to see how my staff treats customers, especially those who may not look wealthy or important. Most of you didn't even notice me. But one person did. Emily showed me kindness when no one else would. She treated me with dignity, offered me food without judgment, and reminded me what real service means." He paused, scanning the room. And yet, instead of being rewarded, she was fired. His gaze landed on Mrs. Walker. "By you." Mrs. Walker stammered, I was just following policy." "Policy without compassion is meaningless, Mr. Harrison interrupted. "This diner will not be run with cruelty. Effective immediately, you're no longer the manager here." Gasps erupted again. Mrs. Walker stood frozen, then turned on her heel and stormed out. Humiliated. Moments later, the front door opened, and Emily stepped inside. She had come to pick up her final paycheck, unaware of what had just happened. When she saw Mr. Harrison in a suit, her eyes widened. "Emily," he said warmly, "thank you for what you did yesterday. Your kindness didn't go unnoticed. You cared when no one else would. That's the kind of spirit I want in this diner." Emily blinked in disbelief. You're the owner?" "Yes," he smiled, "and if you'll accept, I'd like you to come back, not just as a waitress but as the new floor manager. Someone who knows the value of kindness." Tears filled Emily's eyes, but this time they were tears of joy. Customers clapped, some even standing to applaud her. Emily nodded slowly, her voice trembling. I'd be honored."